A lot is going on in this video. The cryptocurrency market is nothing fresh that we have digital currency issued by the Central Bank of India. We're tying it all back to 5 million users. You've got to really believe that you're in Ripple. If we go back to a previous, but still very relevant, statement made by a Blad during his time working for Ripple, he says, "This is the biggest bomb that has ever come out of any employee at Ripple's mouth about the Amazon partnership deal. That is correct. We will compare Ripple to Swift and explain why the XRP legend is swept away. We shall examine each level in detail, and the selection is quite shocking. We will discuss Ripple. Not a single one. JP Morgan and Alt Season 2.0. Relax and enjoy this video as we dive into what's happening with Bitcoin, which has been essentially flat over the last 24 hours, Ethereum, which has been trading at $27.43 and is currently down 46% against USDT, and USDC, which is trading at its dollar pegs. Let's see what the market has in store for us today. Hopefully, there will be some green. If not, there may be some retracement, and XRP may return to retest this 55 to 60 C level. Currently, the average lean is 59 cents, and it should be 60 cents. A small chop zone similar to what we have experienced with a $2,265 billion total market capitalization for cryptocurrencies. Worldwide credit and debit acceptance of all main cryptocurrencies with 5 million users, the digital currency of India's central bank. Yes, India, you heard that right. With 5 million people, CBDC can be implemented gradually. This is the bank's governor stated that system-wide implementation shouldn't be rushed. Over 5 million people have used India's retail CBDC trial, according to the central bank's digital currency, making it a sizable pilot. The nation's central bank has approximately 16 banks and 5 million users. The administration suggested that a full-scale implementation might not be necessary. States that, to be precise, the central bank, although they are not in a haste to launch it, they have tested it with 5 million users, which is a significant quantity. 5 million distinct banks, outlining India's intentions for retail and wholesale. The digital currency of the central bank was unveiled by the finance minister in 2022, and by the end of that year, the RBI had released pylons for both CBDCs. Up to 16 banks are reportedly participating in the retail central bank digital currency pilot, although they have not disclosed the daily transaction volume. On Monday, the retail central bank digital currency reached 1 million transactions in a single day. The RBI has already stated that it is not in a rush to undertake this enormous change on a broad basis. People, in case you forgot, XRP, also known as on-demand liquidity, was presently active in India in 2023. Yes, I am aware of what it says. Ripple stated that the payment solutions provide optimal liquidity for cross-border payments, encompassing intricate trade corridors such as those in Brazil, Mexico, India, and Southeast Asia. It is worth noting that at least 5, or perhaps even 6, years ago, Ripple made an announcement stating that roughly 70% of Indian banks were already using Ripples. Bera informed us that Ripple maintains an office in India, indicating a 5 to 6 year timeline. India is finally releasing its own digital currency issued by the central bank, despite the delay. Consider this when asking what technology this product uses or how it connects to other resources. This is derived from what Canada pays. It's louder on your YouTube channel. There are several issues that Bera discussed 6 years ago when discussing how to create a valuable website and who a good partner would be. Something you need to get through, and we spoke with many of our clients located all over the world, so I was shocked to learn that even big clients often need 3 to 5 days to receive their payments where they need to be. However, this is exactly what happened. Amazon paying retailers internationally and having to wait weeks for that money to show up. 5% of payments made using the conventional wire system fail, as one of our investors, Seat, is required to pay for hardware. Global manufacturers informed us that, in addition to the fact that cross-border payments are expensive, a major issue they face is that they are unable to identify the point at which a payment fails, which affects their cross-transactions 5% of the time. So, if you'd like to transfer money effectively right now, you need to have that money in your country of destination to pay your merchants, payroll, or any other kind of application, and it is an expensive trap. $5 trillion is capital that you may reinvest in your company. 5 trillion with a T-trap, capital with a however. Did you hear him correctly? Stated, did you hear what he said about Ripple's customers? He cited Amazon, saying that they are our customers, and we were startled to learn that Amazon still needs 3 to 5 days to transfer funds. Customers, this news will eventually leak out. We'll investigate the behind-the-scenes activities. In the meantime, it makes sense for Amazon to use XRP on-demand liquidity or even Ripple stablecoin to transfer funds internationally. Currently, it takes 3 to 5 days, and they need to accept dollars. Additionally, they need to send someone who needs to settle in Japan. They have to locate the bank or another person. Who will carry it out? It's disorganized. It's a complete disaster. That's how straightforward it is, right? Declines in this particular area of swift comparisons. Technology ripples, they are beaten in transaction speed by Ripple. Surprise! Ripple defeats him once more. Scalability of Ripple's spiral, well, Swift did get one. Swift's network is larger, and it will soon undergo a flip-flop. Don't be concerned about that liquidity. Future possibility, Ripple, and Ripple transparency with an average score of 8.3, Ripple emerges victorious, about 1 point above the competition. People, Ripple is the winner, that much is clear. In simple terms, demand liquidity is the solution. If users prefer to use a stablecoin rather than XRP in the future, they are more than welcome to do so because it will save them money and address the same issue. I obtained this partner of Ripple's in global. What do you think? They recently partnered with JP Morgan. Payments are a natural choice within the system. Yes, Morgan JP. The purpose of cooperating with Ripple was to go further and separate themselves in a crowded marketplace by providing an enhanced payment solution. Ripple's important customer research on its website talks about how it's the leading digital cross-board of the payment organization. Utilizing Ripple's cutting-edge blockchain technology for PR transactions in real time, people were able to save 98% on domestic transfers in just 8 weeks by employing XRP in the Philippines and Mexico. Isn't it interesting? Yes, I believe it is the case, but we decided not to share this with you yesterday. I was not aware of the video yesterday. This is where we are in the fall. Keep in mind that Bitcoin comes before Bitcoin. Must detach first. In what location are we? We're in phase 1 right now. Phase area that was visible 2 bull runs ago, in 2017. When was the latest bull run? Occurs, there is a slight sideways chop. That is what we are currently witnessing, and once the sideways chop is over with what has happened, this will be a little more dispersed. Every time you perform the parabolic push-up, which will let's go from 2 to 5, and then notice what happens, the yellow circle represents the retracement or allow it to breathe. Everything settles, pauses, and then descends again. Since everything that rises must also fall. Before the cycle's parabolic end, which is most likely going to occur in 2025 based on the way things are lining up. You can then see XRP make a brief little spike, perhaps $18 on an exchange, and then decline again. Bitcoin perhaps 225,200 around that time sees a pullback, but we are almost to the first move up that we haven't observed yet. Every day, all of this chop and anticipation only brings us closer to the next stage of this bull cycle. Although it is coming this year, it will be a crazy ride until roughly the tax season of the following year. After that, when that is completed this summer, we will witness absolutely parabolic times within the cryptocurrency space. Though we are definitely close to that point.